Hello, welcome back, everyone. My name is it's sunny. My bad. Um, I was what was I doing? I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah. So today's little video, uh, more the main topic for today, has been about passion and stuff. But then I guess today's theme is more about contribution and efforts. So I'm just gonna title this as contribution. So what does contribution mean in society? What does it mean to be contributing to society? Um, I don't judge anyone for contributing in different ways. It doesn't matter how you contribute. If you're a mentor um, in any field, whether it be martial arts, boxing, rapping, videos, whatever, creation, arts, all that stuff. That's what makes the world beautiful. And I'm not gonna uh, um, uh, hate on it too much, because I'm not gonna get too personal with it. But my own opinion is my own opinion, and I just want to speak out of my own heart. I don't expect everyone to agree, but I know some people do. And with the parasocial relationship, it's easier to not talk about someone specifically or people specifically. I have a lot of old friends probably listening to this too, or not saying it's the case, but there's a lot of people who do listen to me, and I think new people who subscribe to me and everything. And I don't know too much who they are, but I know they're good people too. And yeah, it's really good to just be here and contribute. And I always say that, if you feel stuck in a place, and this is why I'm getting to this point, if you do feel stuck, I know it's hard, I know it's not easy, and I know a lot of people are stuck. I know people that are creative that don't want to be creative. They want to be, an actor or something more than that, or they want to be stage play. And I'm not saying everything is bad. I'm not saying what you're doing is bad, or who you're doing with is bad. I'm just saying that if you ever do feel stuck, just reconsider who you are as a person, because that's what I had to do for myself. I had to reconsider who I was, because I thought rapping was the way, I thought boxing was the way, I thought acting was the way, I thought stage play was the way, I thought all these things were the way. And then I found myself through creating content that I felt was good for me, and that's what I felt like. And I felt like I wasn't being competitive towards people. I just felt like, for me, it was a reflection of my own heart to create things for people to embrace and be a part of. And that's what meant more to me than just accusing people of things. That's why I'm not saying I'm not liberal. I'm not saying I don't know what I am. But I am more Jedi wise. I'm more probably liberal, because I believe that sexuality is on a spectrum. I believe that you should post however you want to post, and be 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 good to who you are. Be sexuality and everything is who you are as a person. And even your beliefs religiously or whatever doesn't mean you have to agree with Democrat or Republican. I'm just saying, for me, for what I find important is that there's always going to be transitions in life in the United States, in any country, politically and everything, right? And contribution is important for each person, politicians, community members, priests, even Muslim mosques, or I don't know what they call them, rabbis too, Jewish, or all those other names. I don't know. I don't research that too much, but all those things matter in a way, and they matter because everyone wants to feel loved and cared for, even if it's bittersweet sometimes. And I'm only speaking out of my mind, because I know there's people that are subscribed to me aren't relate. I never knew, and they understand that. But it's important to know that. It's important to know that you exist in this world for a reason, and that. One second. Let me put the fan on real quick. It's important that you exist for a reason, and that you're on this earth for a reason. And I think as we get closer to whatever your God is, whoever you think God is, or our God, or your God is, we start embracing the idea that love is the greatest commandment for me. And I think love is the greatest thing. Love will get you through any hardship, even if you fight a lot, even if you battle the world, even if you struggle a lot, even if you feel like your life is worthless, your life doesn't make sense, your life is you were a bad person in the past. For me, I don't think Jesus cares about that. I don't think other religions say that's bad. I don't think any religion is bad, maybe except Satanism, but everyone has a good morality in them, and morality is separate from religion, you know. And the contribution was the theme of this, but this does go with passion in the previous videos, that everyone has their own passion in this, and their contribution to society is always different and unique. And that's why I never judge people, because God is my ultimate judge. He's the only person that can judge you. He's the only person that can align you with your truth. And that's what I feel like, because God is the only way. You know, and there's a lot of people lost, or there's a lot of people found. And for me, I've always been like a Jedi. I've always been like on the blue side. I've been on that because I felt like for me, it was important to embrace love and care and understanding of that. Because if you don't embrace that, and if you don't embrace that at all, you start feeling like it doesn't matter, and you start feeling like, why am I on this earth for? You know, and it's important to know that. I don't think anyone deserves to feel that way. Personally, I don't think anyone deserves to feel alone or one second. Alone or hold on, let me pause this real quick. Well, anyway, my bad. Embrace who you are as a person, you know who you are as a person, and love yourself, you know, because I genuinely think love is important to people. And I don't think there's a lot of people that judge other than yourself. Like yourself, myself, I judge a lot to myself, you know. So I understand that it's hard to fully embrace the idea that this world makes sense sometimes, because it doesn't, you know. At the end of the day, for me, I've drove a lot of roads, I've walked a lot of paths that made no sense, or I didn't feel like made sense, but then it came back to this, to being at peace at home and reconciling and going through a lot as a person, because I know a lot of people suffer and everything, you know. So that's what I want to say. Thank you so much for listening to that. Contribution is important. Peace, Sunny team. Peace.